Hi everybody, my name is Maria and this is my life on York Island. So as I said, my name is Maria and this is my life on York Island and this is my story. Today I'm going to do a my day with all of my horses. The first thing to do for today was feed the horses. After I fed them all, I went and grabbed Void and took a little ride on it. Recently I've been trying to ride dressage with Void. I am personally a jumping question. So this is a big difference for me. But I try to do this because that's its discipline. It's a bit difficult to write in because of the difference between our disciplines, but I try to look videos up and everything so I know what to do. The rides have been great nonetheless, but I do hope I can eventually do real jumps with him. After I did Void, I went and grabbed Shadow. Shadow has just begun to gain some weight, so I try to do slow and steady trainings. I do it without a saddle, so there's not much weight and he won't lose the weight we have just built up. Don't do much, uh, like canter or anything. Don't do much canter, because then his weight can go down very fast, and that's not what I want. So I try to do lots of trot and walk, and sometimes a bit of canter, but not too much so he doesn't lose the weight we have just built up again. Luckily, I have a really good barn owner who helps me with building his weight up again. I don't do that long of rides. I do about 30 minutes and then I set him back in the paddock or in his stable with extra feed. After I've done Shadow, I grabbed Rosie. I had a lesson with her, so enjoy that.
Hello, Maria. Let's start with the first jump in the right rear corner. Very good, Maria. And now the yellow double. Yes, great. I see that the going of the reins has become less. Now let's do the green and the hay bale jump. Very well done again. Let's take the barrel leap. And well done again. Let's put the green one in the back together with the red one. Well, there's your entry reins again. Take it back to a slow canter.
After the lesson with Rosie, I did a lesson with Hunter too.
There you are again. Wow, Hunter is huge. But let's just start with our first jump. I think it would be good if we take a small jump for our first lesson, so take the barrels at the back. Sure well done, Maria. Just take the green one at the back. Okay, I see that he also runs a bit to rearrange. So take him back first before you take the pink jump. There he did it again. Try to sit really far back and hold those reins for me. Don't let him run to your reins anymore. Then take him over the bale when you have them at your pace. Yes, that is much better.
The lesson with Hunter felt a bit strange at first because I have my own things with him during training. But after the lesson I had more horses to train. And the next on my list was Kitty. If I said I wasn't nervous, that would be a lie. The last time I rode her was when I fell. In the meantime, I launched her and did a lot of groundwork. You would probably wonder how we combine work with the 7 horses I have. I recently became manager of the stable, so now I can spend my time with the horses and still get enough money to take care of myself and them. And of course, I also give private lessons and soon perhaps also group lessons with my horses, but I'm not quite sure yet which horse I want in the lesson program, so I have to figure that out first. I wouldn't want to put Rosie in because she can be very fresh and unpredictable, but I wouldn't want to put Hunter in either because he is my own horse and I ultimately want to compete with him as well. And the rest are all still in training. So I just have to see who gets in and who doesn't, or who has to wait a little longer. Fortunately, I had no private lessons to give today, so I had time to get something to eat somewhere. But after some food, I really had to get back to work on Galaxy. I didn't have a lesson with him today because I wanted to wait a little longer because of his high stress he sometimes gets when I ask too much of him. The problem with ducking and running away has become much less. There's certainly still some work to be done, but in any case, it is already a lot better. But I also plan to give him a massage because his back often feels very tight and stiff after a ride. And I also want to give him an added diet because he is also a bit on the light side, but I'll talk more about that in another video. The last horse to do was, of course, Falcon. And I had no lessons with him either. I decided to just take him for a nice ride outside. I discovered that Falcon enjoys outdoor rides much more than in the arena. Although he really likes jumping, he finds walking in the woods or running in an open field a lot more fun. And I understand that. So I also think Falcon would really like Cascran too. But after all that was done, there were only a few things left to do. But before I did that, it was time for dinner, so I had something to eat quickly and then immediately got to work. My first thing was to answer emails from people who wanted to come to the stable. Then it was time to muck the stables, feed the horses, and clean up the place. Once that was all done, it was time to lock everything up. That always takes a while because I always check everything twice. But at the end of the day, I can go back to my beloved bed and go back to the stables the next morning at 8 o'clock. But that was all for today. See you next time.